All right, so when we talk about powerful AI, it feels like the conversation always gets stuck on the risks, right? And look, that's super important. But today, we're going to flip the script. We're going to explore the radical upside. Two very different, incredibly ambitious blueprints for how AI could actually transform the world for the better. Let's see what they look like.
So, let's start with the big question, the one that's going to guide us through this whole thing. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, let's just ask, what if everything goes incredibly, unbelievably right? What does that future even look like? Well, as it turns out, there are some very concrete and really different ideas about what that might be. And that brings us to these two competing blueprints. On one side, you've got the accelerator. This is a future where AI basically acts as a force multiplier, just supercharging human scientists and innovators. And then on the other side, you've got the manager, where AI becomes this planetary coordinator managing a global response to our biggest crises. Two very different paths, but they're both aiming for the same goal, a radically better future. Let's break them down.
Okay, first up, the accelerator. You can think of this as the bottom-up approach. This isn't about AI taking over, not at all. It's about creating a tool so powerful that it just fundamentally changes the pace of human discovery and problem-solving.
And the optimism behind this vision, it's huge. As Anthropic's CEO Dario Amodei says here, we might be systematically underestimating just how good things could get. We're not just talking about small improvements, we're talking about a complete shift in what's even possible.
So what kind of AI are we even talking about here? Well, Amodei has this brilliant way of putting it. Imagine a country of geniuses in a data center. This isn't just a smarter chatbot. This is like having millions of copies of a Nobel Prize-level intellect that can work on our toughest problems 24/7 without getting tired. It's a vision that makes this abstract idea feel suddenly very, very real.
And the impact of that? Well, it would be staggering. The core idea here is a tenfold increase in the rate of major scientific breakthroughs. I mean, think about that. It means we could experience what would have taken 50 to 100 years of progress in medicine and biology in just 5 to 10 years. A whole century of discovery just compressed into a single decade.
So what does a compressed century of progress actually get us? Well, for starters, the potential to slash cancer mortality and incidence by 95%. This model isn't just about abstract science. It's about using that supercharged discovery process to effectively solve one of humanity's oldest and most terrifying diseases.
And it doesn't even stop there. The prediction goes on to say we could double the healthy human lifespan to around 150 years. Now, that might sound like pure science fiction, but the source makes a great point. We already doubled life expectancy in the 20th century. This would just be doing it all over again, only this time powered by AI. That's the mind-blowing potential of the accelerator vision. But there's a completely different take on this, one that starts not with discovery, but with defense.
So, our second blueprint is the global manager. If the accelerator is all about bottom-up discovery, this is top-down crisis management. It's a vision born not out of opportunity, but out of what feels like sheer necessity.
The whole premise here is what the source calls the grand emergency. The idea is that humanity is already facing multiple, simultaneous extinction-level threats, from climate collapse to cosmic risks, that our current fragmented systems are just failing to deal with. This isn't some problem for the future, it's a crisis for right now. And the proposed solution is just as urgent. The framework behind it, the Humanity Continuity Engine, doesn't describe its AI as a research tool. No, it calls it a planetary lifeline, a proactive system designed to manage resources and coordinate action on a global scale, to hopefully pull us back from the brink.
So how would this thing actually work? Well, it follows a really clear four-step loop. First, the AI constantly monitors these critical global areas. Second, it proposes actions, which are then vetted by human expert boards, and this is the crucial human-in-the-loop step. Third, the AI responds and executes the plan. And finally, the whole system evolves, learning from the results. It's a clear partnership designed to use AI's speed and human wisdom together.
And the scope of this vision is, well, it's massive. The AI would be involved in everything from wealth redistribution and energy grids to global healthcare and even planetary defense. But in every single domain, the pattern is the same. The AI proposes, and human experts guide and approve, with every decision made totally transparent and verifiable using blockchain.
Okay, so we have our two visions, one that supercharges individual geniuses and one that manages the entire planet. Let's put them side by side and really dig into what makes them so fundamentally different.
This really lays out the competing philosophies so clearly, doesn't it? The accelerator is bottom-up, and it's obsessed with solving scientific mysteries. The AI is a tool, a force multiplier, and the human is the supercharged scientist in the driver's seat. But the manager? That's top-down, totally focused on imminent existential threats. Here, AI is a proactive planner, and the human's main job is to be the ethical overseer, making sure the whole system stays aligned with our values.
So, you look at that and they seem like polar opposites, right? One is about unleashing innovation, the other is about imposing order. But if you look a little closer, they might not be as far apart as they seem. What happens when we actually look for the common ground between these two really radical blueprints?
You know, despite all their differences, both visions share a core set of beliefs. They both see powerful AI not as some luxury, but as essential for our survival and progress. And crucially, both of them put humans right at the center, not as passive observers, but as active guides and overseers. But most importantly, both are fueled by this profound, almost defiant hope. They see this technology not as a silver bullet, but maybe as our single best shot at building a radically better world.
So it really all comes down to this. Which path do we take? Do we go for the decentralized explosion of discovery that the accelerator offers, or the coordinated crisis response of the manager? Or maybe, just maybe, the real answer is some kind of blend of both. These aren't just thought experiments. They are potential blueprints for a future that is arriving way faster than we think. Based on what these sources tell us, what do you think? The final design? Well, that's still up to us.